Alright guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video on the channel. How's everyone doing? Just going doing what you guys are. Just going doing if anyone's done it nice for the week and if anyone's doing nice for the weekend. And yes, let's get into it. So, today guys, I'm going to be talking to you guys about goals in life, about motivation, basically about how to pick yourselves up when you're in shitty situations, to be honest. Now, let's get into it. So, and basically other ways to deal with it. So, firstly, ways on to deal with things. Now, the most thing that most people think in life is when you're feeling down or you're feeling stressed or that, it's always like you'll turn to either people turn to alcohol, they'll turn to gambling, they'll turn to either smoking, vaping, God knows what. And I can tell you guys from my experience with anxiety, with depression, with battling a lot of emotions for God knows through my whole life, like, it is not a fun sight to see at times, because people can say it's a stress reliever. There's people that can say it's an escape for life, but it doesn't solve the pain in a long term. Like, I tried so many times to sort out with it all, and it's like it got to the point where one day I just crumbled. Like, I didn't bother really saying to anybody about how I felt, because in my head I just felt like, what was the point? Like, I couldn't pinpoint the idea of what was making me feel like this, like how I felt these emotions, which, yes, people can say it is normal to feel stressed, it's normal to feel upset, it's normal to feel, and I get it, it is. It's just trying to find better ways to contain it, to control it, and to basically deal with it, because there's people that, as I say, will turn to gambling, they'll turn to alcohol, they'll turn to smoking, vaping, energy drinks, you name it. And it, to be honest guys, like, it may solve the pain for a little bit, but it doesn't solve it in the long run. Like, I've went through so many battles with anxiety and depression over all these years. I suffered really bad depression during the lockdown. I felt isolated. I felt like the world was at the end in my own head. I felt as if it was just crumbling. But then, even realising when I had the support around me, not just for obviously my family and my friends, but also for all you guys who give me all the nice feedback, who will give me all good comments to push me, who literally thank me for helping you guys out. And that's the one thing that kind of put a smile on my face during that time, because, like, I don't just put a lot of these videos out just for bloody views, because that's not the biggest thing I care about at the moment. Despite I do like doing this, but the one thing that I care about is supporting people, helping them, and pushing them out to their full potential. Like, if you look past at my other videos, I have went and done videos about depression and anxiety. I've done a lot of methods about motivation. I've done so many different videos in this health and topic, but also with that, I also as well did try and obviously give up on my anxiety. I've gave up on life a few times where I couldn't be bothered and I was just like, you know, forget all this, I'm done. But it didn't hit me till, as I say, this year, where I just said to myself, do you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to go on with life and succeed and do good. And that's the things I say, like, when you get that bit of motivation to push yourself, you will achieve something. Like, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be next week, it may take years, months, but if you put in the effort and push yourself to your full potential, life will get better. And generally, me speaking about this for a guy who suffers with anxiety, who suffers a bit with depression, and who kind of struggles in ways to talk these emotions and these feelings, but I can strongly say that if you think about it this way, if you're having a bad day with it, a bad day is not a bad day. Well, we'll phrase the words. A bad day is not a bad life. And a bad life that's the way people can make it. Like, they can think if they're having a bad day, their life's bad. But it's no. You're just going through days that you would feel like crap, you'd feel down, but just know there's light at the end of the tunnel. Just know the next day you wake up will be better, because strongly even saying it, like, I know people personally who have suffered with anxiety, who have suffered with depression, who have suffered with a lot of this, and generally saying it through the heart that it does get better. There's also helplines like CAMHS, Samaritans, Mind UK, and so many different charities that will do their best to help you. And I also want to give a fucking big shout out to Karen Whispers ASMR and Mike Fox on, like, they've done, literally Mike Fox I've seen has done videos on this talk, so I'll give him a shout for that. And then Karen Whispers ASMR, who's also recommended a few of these helplines, and I want to give her a shout in that as well, because sometimes in life, guys, people just need a wee pick me up. People need to know that it gets better. It's like, people need to know that they're not alone in this world, and just, it does get better. Because, as I say, you may be having a bad day, but a bad day is not a bad life. Like, we all go through shit days, we all go through days that we feel like down, we feel like shit, we basically just feel like doing nothing. But if I had to be honest with you, it's like, it does get better, and I trust that from the heart, and I know every single person will go on to achieve good, will succeed, and will do fucking amazing. No matter what life throws at you guys, keep believing, keep pushing, keep doing everything you can. Even if you feel like one day you're having a bad day, just know next day gets better. You can change it about and try and do something different to improve it, and it will get better for you, and I promise you that. And yes, on that note, I hope you guys all keep well, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.